Hey guys, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising for the weeks of January the 17th through the 31st, 2019. So I have already shuffled and cut the cards. Let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate. But hopefully they do give some clarity. Also, you guys, if you have been trying to reach me, well, make sure that you're subscribed so that you can see whenever I do the notifications for the phone readings. I do them Monday through Friday unless, I just can't fit that into my schedule. But I might pop up and do it on a weekend. So like I said, just make sure you're subscribed so you can get the notifications when I do the phone readings. But you can always schedule your own personal or private reading, and it will be a video or an email reading. And so email TemajTarot@gmail.com to get that price list and info. And that is in the description box below. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. Central issue, heart of the matter, we have the Ace of Wands. We also have the Nine of Wands, Three of Cups. We have the Eight of Cups, Two of Coins, Four of Swords, the Chariot, and the Fool. Okay, so I'm feeling like someone needs to be motivated, or someone, like there's something being offered to you, but you don't really trust this offer. I don't know if this is from a new person or if someone from your past is trying to say that, they want a new beginning. But whatever it is, it looks like you don't trust it because maybe you feel as if you've been hurt or disappointed in the past. I also feel too that if you're dating or seeing more than one person, it's like you don't really trust any of them. Or if you're the type of person that's seeing more than one person, maybe you just have commitment issues, or you're dealing with someone that has commitment issues, because I feel like someone just wants to have fun. They're not ready for anything serious. They just want to test the waters. But I do feel like there's someone who there's a lack of confidence or trust going on with you or the person that wants to approach you. I feel too like someone has just come out of a dark place, especially if it's like, oh, the last three people I dated or the last three people I were in relationships with, they all hurt me. So how do I know that you'll be any different? Because I feel like this person is gradually approaching, this opportunity, but it's like, do I really want to go there? I'm paranoid now. I don't trust anybody or anything. So there's something going on where, there is lack of inspiration or encouragement. Now, I do feel like because of this energy here, this new energy, you are feeling inspired to do something or to take someone up on an opportunity. But I still feel like you're walking away from it, turning something down. If you were in a relationship where there was a third party situation, maybe that's what it is. Maybe this person wants to come back and they're apologizing, or they want to, I don't know. I do feel like it's just for sex, or, something just feels sex related. Someone is still not ready to settle down. So if there's someone that you were dealing with and they're trying to approach you again, I feel like even though the opportunity is there, you just don't trust it. And so you're deciding to let it go. You're like, no, I think there's something else better for me. I'm going to go and see if I could find it. I feel like something else is calling me. I just need to let this go. So I feel like you're moving on from something, but I'm also getting the sense that you keep getting caught up in some sort of on off again cycle. There's some ongoing situation with you. Either you keep getting caught up in situations where there's a love triangle, or you keep getting caught up with someone who you think has changed, but they still just want friendship, or they still just want an open relationship, or they just don't want anything serious. So I feel like you're meeting the same person over and over again, or you're having to do something over and over again. It's like, when will I get off of this cycle? I also feel like if you are in some sort of relationship, it's unstable. Because it's lack of trust, and because someone feels like something is missing, but they're not yet speaking on it. They're not being honest with what's wrong. I also feel like with the Four of Swords here, that you need to take a break, or maybe someone is telling you that, but I feel like you need to take a break. You need to take a time out. You need to gain clarity about your situation. You need some me time. You need to love yourself, because I just feel like you keep getting mixed up with this energy that isn't healthy. It's almost coming off as some sort of toxic energy. There's a need for you to draw the line or set some sort of boundaries down with someone, because I just kind of feel like maybe someone isn't really taking you serious, or maybe someone feels like they can come in and out of your life, or they can come and go as they please, or they're only viewing you as someone to have fun with or someone to play with. Because it's just lack of seriousness here. And you probably even know that. You've probably ignored all the red flags in the early stages or in the beginning, but now you're starting to awaken to that. You're starting to realize, like, hey, I think this person is just, I don't think they're ever going to take me serious, even though we keep trying and trying and trying. So I feel like there's a need for you to take a rest, take a breather. And anyway, I feel like you need to prepare for someone else that is coming into your life. I do feel like you're going to get ready to maybe travel, or go on an adventure, whether it is literal, like you're going to take a literal trip, or your spirit is like you're getting ready to go on a new spiritual journey. I just saw 622 on my timer, so I don't know if that number is significant. Mainly the 22 is just, you guys that watch me, if I see those master numbers or angel numbers, I like to call them out in case it is significant for any of you. That could be some sort of confirmation for you. So yeah, I feel like you guys are eventually going to detach from some sort of love triangle. Oh, my stomach is starting to growl now. Sorry, I just hope you don't hear it on camera, because I don't want that to be disturbing throughout the video. But yeah, it looks like you guys are deciding to walk away from some sort of love triangle, or you're walking away from an open relationship, or you're walking away. I don't know. It's like maybe you just want someone that's going to take you serious. And right now it just seems like it's too much playfulness, too much fun. Maybe before you've thought about walking away, or you thought about leaving, but now you're actually doing it. You're like, okay, I need to, let this go. So now if you're in a relationship, there's something going on where your partner might have something to say, or you might have something to say. They're afraid to express this to you. I feel like it may have something to do with a fantasy or something that they want to live out. But they don't feel like they can trust you with their sexuality or their secret or whatever it is that they're desiring. Almost like, basically in a nutshell, like they want to bring a third party in, even if it's just for one night. Maybe that's something that you wouldn't be down with, and they're just like, I don't know how I should bring this to them. And if they do bring it to you, I feel like that might be the last straw. You're just like, I'm enough of this. Like, I don't want to feel like that. That's not the type of relationship that I want to be in, or that I'm looking for. But either way, I feel like at the end of the day, somebody's just letting go. Someone is fed up, and they're just kind of distancing. They're detaching themselves and walking away from the situation, whether it's you or the other person. Somebody is becoming detached. Someone is setting those boundaries down, and they're just kind of moving on here. See, somebody is in a codependent relationship. It's an ongoing cycle. For some of you, it could be that, maybe you looking at it like, oh, the sex is so good. It's hard to let this person go. Or maybe that's the only thing that's sustaining the relationship and you feel like a void or you feel emptiness. Maybe you haven't actually left yet, but you're seriously thinking about it. Somebody is thinking about it, but at the same time, there's this fear. It's fear-based. Or it's just some sort of attachment. Like you guys look like you're both strung out on each other. You guys are like, so one person is sucking the life out of the other person. It's empty there. I feel like because it's over the Eight of Cups, there's a void here. Like you guys are holding on to each other, but for what? And it's like it's for whatever reason, it's coming off as an addiction here. So you might be in a situation where it feels very, very codependent or very toxic, or unfulfilling some type of way. Or maybe you keep trying to leave, but this person always talks you into staying or convinces you to stay or come back. I feel like somebody have been having a lot of trouble getting away from this person. Also, you might be in love with someone who is just overall just no good for you. Maybe you feel like you're helping this person, but maybe it's like nothing you can do. So this person might be someone who suffers from a drug addiction. It could be maybe someone who overeats. Maybe you're with someone who's like 800 pounds, or that series, My 600-Pound Life. It's like you want to help this person, but you don't know what else to do. Like you're at the end of your rope. You're like, I've done everything. I've tried to be supportive. I've tried to be encouraging. I've tried this, coming at this angle and that angle, and nothing is working. So whatever this is, it's like, I feel like you feel stuck or trapped or obligated. And you are being manipulated into staying every time you try to leave. This person starts saying things and making you feel guilty, and you start overthinking things, and you're like, oh my God, like what will they do without me? Like maybe I must be in this situation for a reason. This is something that is karmic, but it's like negative, the negative karma that needs to be worked out. And two, the reason why you can't get out of it is because you don't understand your lesson yet. You haven't surrendered to whatever that lesson is. And I say surrendered because I'm not going to go into detail, but there was a time where I was stuck in a very toxic situation. The guy turned out to be horrible, horrible, horrible. One day I was with him. It was in the middle of something intimate. But I was really broken inside. I was like just going through the motion, and I was crying, and he didn't even care. He didn't care that tears were running down my eyes. He was just looking out for his own greedy. I'm sorry. This person was just looking out for themselves. They didn't care how much I was hurting. They could see my pain and they didn't care. Maybe it's because they were too drunk to care. Maybe because they were just too intoxicated. But it's like at that moment, I surrendered. I said, you know what? I don't know what I did to deserve this, but obviously God want me to learn something. Obviously, I need to be hit upside the head, and I know some people are going to say, oh no, God wouldn't punish you. Look, sometimes a message need to get through any type of way. You believe in a saying, God work in mysterious ways. Okay. So I swear to God, the minute I just sincerely just gave into that moment, that next day, we had some sort of blowout. And I mean, we've had breakups before, but this time someone else came into his life that I guess he had some sort of karma with. And immediately, we split. Normally we break up, and then the next thing you know, he was at my blowing up my phone, coming back to my house, let me in, let me in. And this time he didn't do that. I was so glad. I was so oh, I feel sorry for whoever this new victim is, but thank God This person is out of my life. You know, so I feel like somebody watching could be going through something similar. And I didn't mean to get all unprofessional and break down. No, but seriously, it's like, I feel like somebody could be going through that. And that could be like a message for you to get out of that, get out of your head, or, you know, stop turning a blind eye to something, you know, stop trying to make something work, or something is broke, trying to fix it. Stop. Like, don't do it. Like, you've done enough. Like, I feel like the minute you realize whatever is holding you back, like, here's the Justice card, you're going to be released from that contract. Don't worry about being alone. Maybe you're afraid to be a single mother. Maybe you think you don't have enough finances. Maybe whatever it is. I don't know what's holding you back. But I feel like once you have that realization of this, which is also for me about self-mastery, because these are the sevens. Well, the Libra is the seventh sign, but you got the seventh card here. So this is a card, a number of self-mastery to me. And I feel like the moment you realize that you're going to be released from anything that is negative, and then that way you'll be able to attract, you know, something positive. But right now you don't get it. Right now you're still going through the motions. You're still holding on to something out of obligation, out of guilt, out of fear, whatever the case. Now maybe this is, for some of you, this is past energy, because we do have the Fool card. I don't think you're going to go right back to this toxic energy after you detach. So I feel like maybe this is just another this was like another message or another layer to your story to show you why you've decided to break loose, or maybe why someone left you. Maybe you just didn't get that you were being an energy vampire, or selfish, or a narcissist, you know. So you know, I just feel like that message is for somebody, hopefully, you know, that helps you break whatever cycle that you're caught up in. This is some sort of mental cycle. Now, also, some of you, if this is, well, it's supposed to be a love reading, but let's just say, for instance, this codependency is someone who's literally like sick. You're dealing with someone who is on some sort of medication. Maybe they need you. Then it's not toxic. Then I'm not talking about that. But the minute you surrender, if you feel like you've been fighting against this, maybe you just accept the fact that you're in this is what you signed up for before you incarnated here. You know, or just accept that, hey, this is has a greater purpose than me. Let me just surrender, because I know God is looking out for me. If you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you. But, you know, other than that, I feel like if, you know, once you surrender to that, then eventually, you know, your burden will be eased. Maybe someone will come in and start being able to help you, assist this person. Or maybe it's something where they start to miraculously heal. I don't know. But I feel like when you change your perspective of why you're going through the motions, that is what begins the healing process. Everything just starts to fall into place. Things become easier. Things make more sense. So that's what I mean by surrenderance to any type of negative situation that you find yourself in. There was one more thing I feel like I wanted to kind of tap into before I sign off. But I guess that may be it here. On a mundane level, you might have some sort of nasty court battle going on where someone wants to suck the other person dry. Make sure that if you are the one that is trying to get more than you need out of a divorce or out of whatever, make sure that you detach from that situation and look at it from the a fair view, you know, a higher perspective. Try to gain clarity about your situation and make sure you're not just trying to do something out of spite or whatever have you. If someone is trying to do this to you, then I feel that, you know, just fight your fairest, fight your hardest, and then just kind of, again, just have that woosah moment and just say, hey, trust and let go. This is letting go. And then things I feel like will turn out in your favor. Even if you don't see that until a little later, I feel that you will eventually see that because you trusted the process, that it was for the best. Now I see why, you know, I was in this situation, or now I see this and that. And I feel like you're going to be blessed with something better with whatever that it is that you lost. If you're afraid of losing a relationship, if you're afraid of losing money, if you're afraid of losing your home, if you lost your child, you will get your child back. I just feel like something will, I feel like things will be resolved for you, but you have to believe it and you have to trust it. And, you know, I'm not trying to knock anyone who feels like they don't know God. I just feel like if you don't believe in him, like, I really don't know what to tell you, because, you know, I really believe that he exists in all of us. I don't, maybe, you know, maybe you just need to change your perspective of what he is or who he is. You know, maybe you could have a problem believing in him because of, you know, what you've been taught. Like, I don't believe that Jesus is God. Okay, well, maybe you need to find him your own way. Maybe he's not that image. You know, I don't believe that either, but maybe find your relationship with him. There is some sort of connection that you have with him. Even if you had to say, well, hell, I'm God. Okay, yeah, he's in you. So embrace that and start trying to figure out ways how to correct things that you don't like in your life, okay? So I'm done. I hope that has helped. Feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. Many blessings to you.